NNRG.
So this time around, we're looking at Cybernoid II, The Revenge, which I have absolutely no idea what to expect here. So, because I don't know what Cybernoid is, so how am I going to know what the second one's about? But in any case, it's tape file, so let's start it up. Cybernoid 2 Plus, so I'm guessing there's going to be some trainers. Is it going to do anything? Oh, okay, we got our intro coming in here. And I'm not hearing any music? Okay. So, I guess we're not gonna have any audio with this particular logo here, but I think it's SCG or something like that. Yeah, a little weird that there's no audio, and plus I'm noticing a little bit of distortion in the line effect, so, well, with any luck, it's still gonna work fine. So, let's go. Oh, we got our trainer screen, so not going to do any of the infinite stuff unless we absolutely need it. Although I'm also noticing here it says keys 1 to 7 select weapons for use. So I have to wonder if maybe that's just like an extra piece of details that we need to know in terms of controls, but begin game. Oh, already into it. Cybernoid II, The Revenge. We got some high scores there. Don't know if they're the defaults or not. And then the credits, and then what was our menu? Okay, so we got start game, define keys. Looks like it's on keyboard control for the moment. How do I get that? Okay, if I push up any of the number keys, it brings the menu back. So it looks like there's a choice between... Oh yeah, so if you push the 5 key, it toggles between music only and sound effects only, which, I mean, par for the course. It can be a little tricky to get music and sound going at the same time when you only have 3 sound channels to work with. There's a define keys thing though. Let's see what that actually does. Left, right, up, and fire. Okay, so those are the only keys we have to worry about. So I'm just going to set them to whatever because I'm not going to use them. I'm going to use the joystick. So start game. Oh, we're just into it. And the music's still going. Okay, so we got a rotating thing up here. Can we shoot? Okay. Oh. Okay, that's interesting. So if you push the fire button, you shoot your normal shot, but if you hold it, you start launching missiles. Oh, and apparently that was destroyable by missiles. Okay. So, and yeah, look, well, actually it looks like they're calling them bombs, because I see that 14 to 20 at the top. What the heck was that? I was just sort of sitting around and all of a sudden I've got these things on screen trying to kill me. Okay, I guess the trick here is keep moving. What hit me there? Okay. Oh, we got a rotating shield thing now. Can we destroy this? Can we destroy it with missiles? Okay. And these are destroyable too, looks like for points. So, that's interesting. There's certain things that you can destroy with your main guns, but other things that you kind of need your missiles for. Oh, now we got a rear-firing weapon. Interesting. Also, I need to be able to get out of that pit there. So yeah, we got enemies raining down from the top of the screen. We used some bombs here to help clean things out. Is this a power-up? It looked like a power-up of some kind. I don't know what it did exactly. Oh. And that's already game over. Music actually changed finally. Okay, let's try that again. So it looks like the gameplay... Okay, it looks like the gameplay's pretty simple, except the enemy explosions can actually hurt you. So... Jeez. This is relentless. So we're gonna have to be a bit careful with getting through here. So we got our rotational shield thing again. That is something I noticed, is that if you do lose a life and you come back, actually you do lose your power-ups if you lose a life. Okay, so that's good to know. Although we're already down to our last life again anyways. Wow, this game is hard. Okay, take 3. And immediately get destroyed by that thing when I try to blow it up. Oh boy. Okay, I'm back to this part again. And get our rear-firing weapon. I think the main goal here is just survive. So I'm just gonna not deal with things if I can. Because that seems like it's going to be the way to get through here. Is just go fast, blow everything up if you can, and try not to hit anything. Okay, that wasn't those yellow crates at the top weren't destroyable. But yeah, pretty much your bombs can pretty much destroy anything. It's just, whoa. Okay, this is gonna be tricky. Oh, you can't backtrack. Interesting. So yeah, this is very much a forward progression sort of game going on here. And I've already lost count of what take I'm on here, but I don't think I'm that far into it. But in any case, let's actually try to not get totally obliterated. Yeah, I'm not even going to worry about that thing now. I'm just going to go for it. Because that seems to be the trick here is go fast, don't let anything stop you. Okay, already back to this screen. Use some bombs there to clear out some of those enemies. Ah, I got hit by the missile at the bottom there. Oh geez, your invincibility when you get your life back really doesn't last long. Okay, this thing's gonna be very troublesome to get past. Okay, there we go. No! Jeez. This is... I can understand having the infinite lives now, for sure. Okay, I'm just gonna not destroy that thing up there. If it's not in my way, I'm not gonna shoot it. I'll immediately get destroyed. But yeah, if it's not in my way, I'm not gonna shoot it because it's just not worth the effort. You die so easily, and there's no backwards progression. So... And there is a time limit going on. So, you know, might as well go as fast as we can. I am gonna grab power-ups and stuff when I see them, though. Now that actually increased the green number on my score counter. I don't know what that's about. But I guess might find out. Okay, I picked up some kind of power-up there. Like, it almost looked like a plate of some kind, like maybe it was armor plating or something, but I don't think so. Okay, back to this screen again. Oh, jeez. It's very tricky to dodge these things because they have very large hitboxes. Like, it doesn't seem like it, but for some reason it's a lot easier to run into those moving things than it looks like. Okay, almost... Oh, something just appeared right at the edge of the screen. It was just trying to leave. That's not conducive to living. Yeah, and that particular missile there always gets me. I really gotta figure out how to dodge that one better. Also, maybe dodge that one better. Oh boy. I mean, the plus side is I'm making my progress really quickly now. I got back to this point in like under a minute. Okay, didn't die to that one particular missile this time. If we just go for it, we shouldn't... I did get hit by that one. The very edge there. Okay, so I gotta survive this room again. Without the, Okay. I think that was a bombs pickup, but... probably not gonna help. But now I got that thing racing around, which I'm not sure if it can be destroyed. Yeah, we really got in the way there. Ugh. Yeah, part of me is also a little worried that there's not going to be continues, so if you get past this first level and make it to the second or something, you just... if you lose all your lives then, you go right back to the beginning. At least, that's the assumption. I'll be very surprised if there's continues of some kind in this game. Okay, I'm getting blocked trying to get out of here. Like, let me leave. Okay, finally got out of there. Gotta make sure to not get totally wrecked by... like that. Oh boy. The difficulty here is through the freaking roof. but every attempt is lightning fast. I have only been playing for less than 15 minutes, and I've made something like 10 attempts by now. I've lost count. Okay, that's nice. I actually lost my rotational shield, but got it back as a power-up. So that's nice that enemies can actually drop things like that. Although I think that's the first time I've actually seen the rotational shield, the orbiting shield drop as a power-up, so it's not really guaranteed that you're gonna get stuff like that. Okay, so I ended up releasing that thing again, but made it through anyways. Okay, I'm gonna have to be very careful here because I've got to get through this mess of stuff. Okay, I think I've made it through okay. Don't want to get hit by that missile. Oh, and now we got to get through a vertical path. Yikes, and there's stuff moving through that... Wow! There's no way you're supposed to dodge that! You would have to know ahead of time that those things are going to be there, and then get through that gap before they get to the other side, since you can't destroy those things. Go up, just start... Okay, usually I don't die there, so that's kind of unfortunate. Oh boy. Okay, this... I was trying to demonstrate how a typical run goes for me, and I got a rear-firing power-up again, but yeah, this screen usually goes way easier. Like, that's the thing I'm noticing here, is that the moment you enter a screen, if you let the screen stew, like if you stay on that screen for more than just a moment, that's when things get out of hand. Like, if you want to survive, you have to... Usually I don't die there either. You have to go through these screens really quickly. Otherwise, things just start going wrong, like enemies appearing that you don't want to deal with, or multiplying in ways that you can't deal with them. There's so much randomness going on. Like, every single screen has static enemies that are going to be there all the time, but then they have randomly generated stuff too, or at least it feels random. But there's clearly, like, more to it than that. Okay, I've got 2 rotational shields going now. Like, I mean, it's not going to make me immune to damage, but it's certainly going to help in terms of surviving. So let's see if I can actually make it through here without too much difficulty. Now, one thing I am noticing is that the rotational shield is just as powerful as the bombs. So... well, now I lost them. But yeah, they're just as powerful as the bombs, so if you use them correctly, you can really get some stuff done. But yeah, there's not really a good way to deal with this situation here, because I need to shoot that out to be able to get that dealt with. But then I gotta make my way back down, and if that enemy gets up there, it's just almost impossible. Like, I want to try to at least beat the first level without using an infinite lives trick or anything like that. So, I'm gonna keep trying. Like, I mean, this has gotta be possible. It's just, you gotta do everything perfect, and you gotta do everything fast. Actually, it's kind of making me wonder now what this first Cybernoid game was like. Because based on how this is going, it almost makes me feel like the first Cybernoid is going to be incredibly easy by comparison, and that this game was made primarily just to make it more difficult, because that's what often happened with a lot of computer game sequels, is the sequels were just more of the same, but with the difficulty ramped to 11. Well, I managed to make it here without the rotational shield, but somehow I don't think that's gonna last, so let's try to make our way down here. Okay, they have such a huge hitbox, and you have to be really light on the controls to move along with them. Okay, I've managed to make it to this screen without losing a single life, so let's see if we can not do stupid things like that. Jeez, the controls are so sensitive. Like, I mean, that's not technically a bad thing, but what it means is that if you're trying to do something very specific, you've got to be incredibly light on the controls. And then, because the hit detection is so unforgiving, yeah, there was no way I was going to survive that there. I think the main problem I'm having with this game is the fact that enemies can end up in spots where when you respawn, it's impossible to deal with them. So what ends up happening is you just die multiple times in a row, because where you show up, with the fact that you only have like half a second of invulnerability before you can get destroyed again, means if there's any kind of enemies hanging out around where you respawn, you're screwed. Like, I mean, yeah, the game starts me with 4 lives, but I can tell you right now that if you lose a life, you're pretty much done. It is so hard to come back from losing a life in this game. One thing that I'm still not used to is the fact that, and this is not going to be obvious. Yeah, I lost all my lives here. This is not going to be obvious because I haven't mentioned it yet, but you automatically move down if you're not moving up. There is a gravitational effect, and it's making this so much harder than it needs to be. I mean, I say so much harder than it needs to be, but let's be real here. This game was designed to be brutally difficult. That much is obvious by this point. Okay, we're on this dreaded screen again. So, gotta try to get the missile lined up. Okay, so yeah, as long as you can do that in like one shot, it goes a lot better. Okay, now we just gotta make it past this thing. Okay, we gotta get through here real fast. I managed, no! And now they're gonna come along. Okay, I had my invincibility just long enough to get... Okay, I still got another life coming. But yeah, the timing on reviving there was just not ideal. They were went into my area the moment I respawned, and I lost my invincibility time before they left. So I was screwed. You know, I wonder, given the fact that we saw trainers on this, suggesting that the game was probably cracked or something, maybe the fact that some of these enemies just can't be destroyed, notably like those rovers that are there, maybe they're supposed to be destroyable, but I can't because of the fact that there's a crack in place. I don't know. But at least I made it through that screen this time. So let's see if we can not get totally obliterated. I only got 4 bombs left. Okay, we gotta go through this screen real fast. Let's try not to... And now they're desynced. What happened to the things roving around the edges there? They got desynced from each other. Yeah, how am I supposed to get out of here now? Okay, maybe with a little clever maneuvering. Nope. Oh, this screen right here, is this screen impossible? Because I was like powered up and everything, and it's just, look at it, it's just an onslaught. Okay, that was weird. I'm gonna splice in a little bit of footage here at the side because I'm past what just happened, but for some reason I got hit on my backside and didn't die. And that's interesting, because maybe there's a mechanic I'm missing in terms of how to not get killed by things. Like, if that's true, then maybe I've been dying unnecessarily. But it's like, the controls are so incredibly simple, like, I can't imagine what exactly I'm missing in terms of the mechanics. Ow! I accidentally hit up on the controls while trying to do that. Although it looks like I had good timing to get down there, so managed to survive anyways. Okay, we're almost up to that the really tricky point again. Okay, let's get through there. No, I got destroyed. At least they're in sync now, so I'm able to get through here appropriately. Okay, I think we're gonna make it. Yes, we made it to the next screen. Let's go. Keep going. Let's keep going. That's the whole thing here, is you can't slow down. Can't slow down. given the kind of loop we were making here, I think I had only like one more screen to go to the end of the level. Like, I'm getting close. And part of that is the fact that each attempt at this game only lasts like a minute tops. Okay, I got the double shields going again. That's always a good thing, because these shields really help. Because they basically can destroy things just as effectively as the bombs. So like these missiles down here that keep threatening me, they are so much easier to deal with if you've got shields in place. Okay, if we can get through here with the shields, then I think we're gonna have a good shot. So gotta get the position right. Okay, just managed to squeeze in. Okay, we're doing good now. We got a chance. Final, no! Doesn't, okay, we're at this screen at least, and we got all the rest of our lives intact. So let's just make it through here. Okay, made it through there fine. Gotta keep going. That's the idea here. You gotta go fast if you're gonna survive this game. Okay, you know what? That's fine. I got rid of the missiles. So we just gotta shoot our way through. Got another one of these screens with these things, but I can make it past that. Got blindsided by a missile. That's fine. So... You saw how far I got there. This game is relentless. I mean, at this point, part of the reason why I want to make it through here at all is just to see if there is a second level, which I assume there has to be, and then also to see if there's continues, because if you're expected to get through this insanity on 4 lives with no continues, where one shot kills you, where the hitboxes are not in your favor, then I have to wonder if anyone on the face of the planet has ever beaten this thing legitimately. I mean, still got a shot here. So I gotta wait for the right opportunity. Oh, but there were shots in the way. And now, yeah, I got totally wrecked there. I feel I should also point out that I'm using a PlayStation 4 controller when I play these games, which means I have a D-pad. I can't imagine trying to play this with the Commodore 64 joystick. In fact, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say, if anybody has beaten this game legitimately, it wasn't with a Commodore 64 joystick. At least I figured out the trick with the missiles. If you're holding up when you launch a missile, your missile goes up, and if you're not holding up, it goes down. So knowing how the missiles are guided really helps in getting them to go where you want them to. Doesn't make it any easier, just, you know, it's something to know. Okay, almost made it back down. I'm on my last life though, so I'm not holding out hope on this run making it to the end, but you never know. Could get really lucky. Let's cross our fingers, because this is the tricky room. Oh, there's a shield! No! Tried to go for the shield, because that would have... Again, that orbiting shield really helps. Okay, well at least I'm back to this screen again with my shield intact. So, let's make a run for this thing. Oh, I'm not getting it. Okay, there we go. So now we just gotta go along with it. Okay. This run's doing good. Managed to get to this screen without losing a life. So now I gotta get through here. This is the tricky part. I'm mashing like crazy to make sure nothing gets me. Okay, I'm actually through to this part. Okay, so now we've really got a chance, because this is the first time getting this far without losing a life. But yeah, you've really got to mash to keep those shots going to make sure that enemies are out of your way. Okay, dodge those things. We got a second shield. No! Okay, we still got plenty of lives left, and we're making it further than ever before. So, is this the end? I mean, you have failed to retrieve a cargo value of 1,500 within the time allocated? Wait. So, is that what the green value is the cargo value? Oh, that's just for a bonus, because we already go on to the second level. Okay, so I made it to the second level. I didn't get the bonus for it, but I don't care. I made it to the second level. Okay, so continuing forward, we've got some very tricky things to deal with now. How am I supposed to get past this? Okay, it looks like I can sort of squeeze between those little sections between this thing's shots, but it's shooting at random. Like, the only way to get through here would be to actually, because you can't backtrack. Yeah, is to wait for an opening and just hope for the best. This shouldn't be random. Being random means it's sucking out all my time as I try to get by there. Well, I didn't manage to make it. But I guess the trick maybe I had to go in from, like, the upper section. The lower section was like a trap. And the upper section's kind of a trap, too. But yeah, it doesn't look like there's continues here, so if I hit the button to start game, yeah, back to the first level. This game is disturbingly difficult. I have never played a game this hard in my entire life where it feels like the difficulty is legitimate. Like, I've played Battletoads. I can get to the 4th level of Battletoads, which anybody who knows that game knows, level 3. Level 3 is when Battletoads actually starts to get hard. And I can get to level 4. In fact, actually, now that I think about it, I think I've beaten level 4 as well, which means I've gotten to 5. And level 5 is ridiculous. Like, Battletoads is a ridiculous game. The difficulty in it is just insane. This game here, Cybernoid II: The Revenge, is harder than Battletoads. Okay? I freaking dare anybody who's beaten Battletoads to try and beat this game without those trainer functions. Although that said, at least the music is really freaking good. So it's got that going for it.